Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you a couple of little vignettes that I made using Dollar Tree items, my junk journal printables, and a couple of things that I had laying around the house. So let's get started. So first I picked up this cute little tray, a charger tray. I love the shape of it. And then I got this black or kind of a charcoal placemat along with a glass tray, a little candle holder. I also grabbed a package of little wooden blocks for legs. I really wanted to go with a farmhouse feel, so I grabbed some of my chalk paint. It is Annie Sloan chalk paint. It's what I have left over. I paint everything with Annie Sloan white chalk paint. So here we go. And I am going to give both pieces 2 really good coats. So next I took that placemat and cut a piece to fit the inside of the tray just right. I then tacked it down with a little bit of hot glue. Next, I took some of those little wooden squares from the Dollar Tree. I painted them black, and I kind of measured how tall I wanted the candle stand to be up off of the surface, so it's about 3 squares. After I painted them, I simply hot glued those 3 squares together. Now I want to attach those little wooden legs to the bottom of the glass candle holder. Now the candle holder has little nubby feet on the bottom, so I'm just going to put the legs right beside them and hot glue them on. Okay, so I went into my fall junk journal printables and I chose this image that I like to use as a little sign. Now I have this little wooden easel that was in my stash with some of my mini angel paintings, but you can find these at Hobbylobby, Michael's, and they even have them at the dollar store. And of course we have to have our Mod Podge. Now this little piece of canvas board is something that I had in my stash. I originally got it from the Hobby Lobby, and I also used these to paint my angels on. But we're going to be attaching our pumpkin journal page onto that canvas board. Now you could use anything that wouldn't warp with Mod Podge, like a small piece of wood, a little 5x7 piece of cardboard, maybe if it was really sturdy. And now I'm just going to find the center point, or where I want the pumpkin to sit on that piece of canvas. I'm going to do my best, and then I'm just going to draw a line around it, cut it out, and Mod Podge it on. So after I pushed the air bubbles out, I decided to take an old sanding block and just go around the edges with it and try and get it nice and smooth. I really love a nice vintagey, old, aged look on my paper, so I'm going to go ahead and go in with some distress ink and go around the edges with it. And like I said before, I'm shooting for the chalky white and graphite look, the farmhouse look. So I'm going to go ahead and paint the easel with some black acrylic paint. And I picked up 2 pumpkins from the Dollar Tree. They're the styrofoam ones. They aren't glass or anything. Don't like this shiny green and orange color, so I'm going to go ahead and take my chalk paint, Annie Sloan chalk paint. You can use any kind of paint, and go over them and give them a nice chalky white coat. And there they are. They are really cute. They turned out nice. I'm going to leave the stems gold because I think I'm going to tie maybe some twine or lace around them. So next I'm going to pull out some of my papers from my junk journal, Printables, for fall. You can find them in my Etsy shop. And also I have a candle here. It's at the dollar store. It's an 8-inch jar candle, and they come in different colors. You can also get them at Target as well, and they're about $1.50. But what I want to do here is pick out an image that I want to use on the front of the candle. Now I want to add some texture to the outside of it before I adhere the image to the glass jar candle. So I chose this cute pumpkin arrangement, and what I'm going to do is just take a round paintbrush, dip it in some water, and go around the image because that's where I want to tear it. And whenever you wet it down like that, it gives it really nice raggedy edges, and of course I'm going to ink those edges. Next comes Mod Podge. I center it, squeeze out all the bubbles, and then cover it on the outside and set it to the side to dry. Dollartree has these adorable fall leaves and cotton pods, so I grabbed a bag of each. I'm going to arrange them on the top of my pumpkins now that they're good and dry. I think these turned out so cute. I tied a little bit of twine and some lace around the stem, and yeah, I think they turned out adorable. I decided to take a few more of the leaves and hot glue them to the piece of twine to make a little garland. The candles that you get from the Dollar Tree are not scented. They are completely unscented, so look at this. I found an apple cinnamon little vial of oil at the Dollar Tree. I was surprised to find it. They also had a Christmas tree scent too, so I picked it up. But all I'm going to do is take a couple of drops and put it right down at the base of the wick, and when it burns it has a lovely cinnamon apple scent. And here we are. If any of you are new to my channel, I paint angels. I've painted them for over 20 years. So when I set this up, I thought it would look really sweet in front of my most recent angel painting. I'm really happy with it, and I hope you like it too. Now, moving on to Halloween, I printed out some printables from my spooky grunge keeper kit. I'll leave all the links below for my papers. And I gotta tell you, I was super excited to be able to find a purple jar candle from the Dollar Tree because I knew that this year I wanted to do my Halloween in purple and black. And it's going to be the same process as before, so here we go. I'm just kind of eyeing up the image, deciding where I want to put it on the 5x7 board. So I'm going to cut it out, and then I'm going to go around it with that round brush and water to soften it up so it tears out nicely. You want to be careful with this. You don't want to put too much water on there because these images, at least for me, are printed out on my inkjet. And with the dark colors of the purple and the black, whenever you get water on there, they tend to run a little bit, unlike if you were using a color laser printer. But these are just inkjet images, and I just want to be able to tear around and have some nice raggedy edges. Okay, so the image I chose for the candle, I'm going to cut this out and do the same thing. Go around it carefully with a brush and some water so I can tear it out. I don't want it to be a perfect square. I kind of want it to go around the scroll work. Now you could put anything in the center of this frame, but I took a permanent marker. You could use a Sharpie. I had a brush tip permanent marker to use, and with a shaky hand I wrote All Hallows Eve. This is the cutest little spider that I found at the Dollar Tree, but she was just too happy for me for Halloween. So I cut her little tag off, and then I again took a permanent marker and I made her a little more scary. And back to the label for the candle, I have some black distress ink that I'm going to go around the edges with. And now it's time for some Mod Podge, and then I'm going to center that onto the candle, and we're almost done. And here they are. I think they turned out really cute. The little witch's boot with the skulls and the flowers in the back are also from the Dollar Tree. They have some really great things for Halloween. I will be adding this to a larger display for Halloween, but I hope you like this. I think it turned out really sweet. Jump on over to my Etsy shop and check out my printables, and thank you so much for watching.